Tamara, thanks for joining us today. I'm Julie Colhagen from the Public Health Unit. So today I needed to have a chat to you about meningococcal disease and why we need to have a chat about Gabriella needing some medication. Do you know anything about meningococcal disease at all?
No.
Do you mind if I just give you a little brief summary of what it is, and that might help understand why the antibiotics are needed?
Yeah.
So meningococcal disease starts with a bacteria at the back of our throat and nose, and it's common in the population. About 10% carry that bacteria. What's uncommon is going on to develop the disease. Some of the signs and symptoms of meningococcal are achy legs, high fevers, headache, sore neck, being sensitive to the light, wanting a dark room. You can get very sick very quickly with meningococcal disease, and when we have a case, we ask them what they've been doing in the days prior to their illness, for 7 days prior. The reason we ask that is that there might be household contacts or close family and friends that have been in contact with the case and may have passed the bacteria to the case that's currently sick. I see you've come prepared with some questions today. Well done. Do you want to start asking me some of those that you've got down?
Why has my daughter been given antibiotics?
The antibiotics for the children at the childcare centre are around the class being in close contact with that case, and they spend all day together, and it's just in case anyone in that classroom has passed the bacteria to another child and got sick from the bacteria. So the antibiotic will kill the bacteria in the back of their throat for this time that we're giving it to them.
Do I need to keep her away from playgroup or her cousins until she's taken the antibiotics?
That's a great question, and lots of people ask that each time we talk to contacts. So Gabriella can keep doing all her normal activities. She can come back to the childcare centre in the playgroups and see all her family and friends. We just want to make sure though that she finishes the 2 days of the antibiotics.
Okay. My mother looks after her all the time and has an immune problem. Could she take antibiotics too?
Yeah, so your mum is in direct contact with the case here at the childcare centre, so your mum can keep on caring for Gabriella, and there's no increased risk of Gabriella being with your mum looking after her.
So this will stop my daughter from getting sick?
So what it does today, the antibiotics will kill the bacteria at the back of her throat. But Tamara, what we really want our communities to know about is that anyone can develop the disease at any time across the ages, and to know the signs and symptoms and the actions you need to take is really important, because the earlier you present to a GP or to an ED, the more likely you'll recover better from meningococcal disease. So it's all those common symptoms of leg pain, fever, headache, neck pain, and just being generally irritable in this age group and not themselves.
Okay. So what should I do if she gets symptoms?
Yeah, that's a good thing to have an action plan. If you recognise those symptoms and you know that she's just not herself and very sick, would be straight to a GP or straight to the emergency department to have a doctor review her.
Do the antibiotics have side effects?
Yep, so any medications we take can have mild or side effects. So the antibiotics that we give the children at the childcare today have side effects. The most common one for the antibiotic the children will get is very crazy. It sends tears and wee, an orangey colour. So it's good to warn the children that when they cry for the next few days, they're going to have this orangey colour, and it's because of the super tablets that they're taking. It's a good way of telling them why it's a bit strange for 2 days. Other common side effects of the antibiotics that we offer: contacts, tummy upset, maybe some diarrhoea, headache, nausea, feeling off your food.
Is there anything else I need to do?
So you guys can carry on life as it is, and certainly support the family that are affected at the moment. What we may need to do is meningococcal disease has certain strains, and there are the strains that are covered by a vaccine, and Gabriella would have had a vaccine at 12 months of age. If the syrup or the typing comes back that is one in a vaccine, we will offer the vaccine to the classroom and come back and visit and offer the vaccine to those children.
My son attends the same childcare in another room. Does he need antibiotics too?
Another frequently asked question and a really fair question. So your son is in a different room, so he hasn't had that close all-day contact with the person. So everyone else in the childcare outside that room can go along as normal and don't require antibiotics.
My son had a runny nose and slight fever from last week. Could this be meningococcal?
That's a good question as well. The meningococcal bacteria causes the disease very rapidly or fast, and having a slight fever and a runny nose for the last week sounds a bit more viral symptoms, but certainly take your son to the GP if you're worried that he hasn't improved. Thanks Tamara, and thanks Gabriella for speaking with us today. We'll have a chat to some more families.